Morning, Brady.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, how are you?
Always great to be here, doing well.
Great to see you.
Excited?
Ready for back to school?
I'm ready, man. Us school nerds do get excited, kind of like Tigers opening day. You can feel the excitement brewing, so it's legit. We're ready.
I assume that you have an even bigger energy heading into this year because, in the summer you did take a look at the Grass Lake superintendent position, but you decided to stick with Michigan Center. Explain that a little bit.
Yeah, there are a lot of reasons, but the one was and it was genuine. I had a lot of connections to Grass Lake, so my interest in that job was genuine, and I have family there currently, a niece and nephew graduating this year. There were just a lot of connections.
Sure.
But I didn't really know until I showed up for that first interview how I would feel about things. And once I did, it was the weirdest thing. I didn't feel like I had my A game for the first interview. I think I did okay, but there was a part of me, and I've heard this from multiple people in the audience, they could just tell by the way I answered questions that sometimes it sounded like I was interviewing for Michigan Center in a Grass Lake interview. And that combined with, it was amazing how many people that care deeply about me in Michigan Center that I think really wanted me to stay in Michigan Center were supportive of me and basically just said, we care enough about you that we want you to be happy and you to do well. And that ironically told me everything I need to know about Michigan Center. Like, these people are going to be there for me forever, and I love being there. I know I was quoted in the paper saying I haven't had a bad day there in 20 plus years. I actually like getting out of my vehicle and walking into the building. So when you have that at a job like the Hollies do at JTV, you don't leave it.
That's right.
How many years for you now as superintendent?
This is my 8th, which in superintendent speak is like 47 years.
Yeah,
it's like
it is.
Dog years on steroids.
It is.
So,
it is.
8 years in is the average superintendent right now serves for 2.3 years was the most recent in one job before they either hop to another job and or just get out of it altogether. So.
Wow. Not in Jackson. Unusual. We have about 5 new superintendents in Jackson County this year, but the length of tenure is longer.
Yeah, it is longer in Jackson.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Any summer projects at Michigan Center?
Yep, we are in phase 2 of our HVAC fresh air projects in Michigan Center. So when we got a lot of money from the ESSER grants as a result of COVID, we spent very responsibly and put it right back into our buildings are a little aged is a nice way to say it. And so Arnold Elementary now is fully air conditioned with temperature controls, fresh air dampers, so the air quality will be excellent. Kiker this summer was phase 2, so Kiker Elementary, which I think was built in 1711, if I understand correctly. We are hot and heavy with construction there. They promise, they've worked so hard, a lot of local contractors. Bengal has done a tremendous job, Hearst Electric, and they say we are going to get you in that building before kids come back in a couple weeks. So Kiker will also be fully air conditioned, temperature controls, fresh air. And then the goal is next summer we'll start with the junior senior high building.
You had a millage approval this week?
Yep, thank you Michigan Center School District voters. That was a non-homestead operating renewal. It's one of those things where you can't be apathetic and assume it's going to pass, but it's one of those that if you're a single family household doesn't impact your taxes. If we didn't have it, it would be hugely detrimental. So thank you to the voters. We needed that to pass, and we can continue with the programming we offer.
We're just a couple weeks away from high school starting and high school sports starting, and our first high school football game of the year.
How many high schools are there?
How many high schools are there in Jackson County?
I heard this debate earlier. We always talk about the 13 connected community schools. Yeah. So I assume, and that's just the one group of us, not including some of the private charter schools. So you add those in, and it's 15. Less than 20, but more than 13. So that's for an answer.
Okay. Well, I'm going to look into this, and I'll be back. So 26 seems like.
Do you need to win an argument? Because some of the virtual schools count as a separate entity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
There's a lot. We'll just say there's a lot.
So we're going to have Michigan Center in Lumen Christi live on JTV for week 1, and with that excitement, brings everyone back on campus. You got cheerleading, fall sports, PTO. It's just a good time of year.
It is, and schools just tend to feed off the energy of I'll be honest with, if you have a good football team and some of the other fall sports, it just kind of drives everything. And we're blessed. We're excited every year because Coach Troy Allen tends to put together a really good football team, and then all of our other coaches in other sports, we've had a lot of athletic success. Yeah. You guys have been to Michigan Center. The band is banging. You show up and you know what they bring to the table too. So you put it all together, some rowdy students. It's just a great time.
You guys are like a Texas high school football team with the big inflatable and the music and the trucks and all the things.
Yeah, so, we don't mess around. We don't mess around. So
it's going to be a fun year.
Yeah, food trucks.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Any new personnel or job openings as we get the new year started?
We do have a couple job openings, like a lot of schools do. So if you're a certified teacher or on that track, find me. We'll take you. We made a big hire at our Arnold Elementary. We have a new principal, Alicia Bialy, who was a teacher for us, who is a cardinal to the core and a known commodity and a heart that wouldn't fit in this room. She's going to be awesome for our kids.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the Olympics, you and your family?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I never thought I was a handball fan or a breakdance. I mean, I knew I was a breakdancing fan. Yeah. I love it, man. It's just, even the weird hours when nothing else is on, you're like,
it's been fun.
Curling in the sand or whatever they're doing.
It's been fun.
Yeah, I know. There's sports I never even heard of.
Let's talk pickleball, because that's coming to the high school level soon. Are you guys already starting to hear things as far as, pickleball could become a high school sport soon?
We've not, MHSAA is not, every once in a while they'll tease you with some things, but miraculously we have had temporary pickleball striping show up on some of our gym floors, true story, with some of our staff members who don't mess around. We could put together a nice little staff pickleball team. Any other staffs out there in Jackson County want some?
Yeah. We could do that. Maybe we could raise a little money for charity. So maybe we can get one of Michigan Center's rivals and do a little pickleball stuff. Yeah, be good.
Lisa Haynes is watching right now and just taking some practice swings.
She's good
in her living room. She's ready to go.
Well, thanks for coming in, and wish you all the best this year at Michigan Center.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Brady Cook, the superintendent at Michigan Center Schools. More of the show after this break.